Yeah. All right. Let's get the old intro rolling. How's that sound?
Let's do it. Yeah, man. Let's kill that bass head. Alright, let's do this. I'm on the air, we got this pockets flow. It's me and Tony on the mics, we gotta let you know of current events, little gaming, sprinkling some entertainment. We stay humble, but our mom still think we're famous. Turn up the bass and baby, maybe let that magic flow. Our spoken word is all the things you really wanna know. Having a good time on the show, T-Bows and Matty G. Tune in and hit subscribe and join us on the FAP.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Freaking Awesome Podcast. I am your host, Anthony Bowes, and sitting on the screen next to me is my co-host, Matty G.
Hiya!
He's just cutting through the barrier. How you doing today, buddy?
Oh, not too bad, man. What's new? What's shaking?
Oh man, there's so much stuff going on that honestly, in order to keep the show a little bit short, I think we should really just kind of jump right in things today because we got a lot to talk about.
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to start with some news today, or do you want me to start?
Yeah, I have one quick and two regular sized articles.
Okay.
So I'll jump into the quick one because I know you have some good ones. So
I feel like you just described your penis a couple times there. Quick and regular size.
Yep. No.
Jerry from Goldberg.
This one comes from good old Napanee, the halfway point between you and I.
Yeah. Okay.
So police. Yeah, and it's funny because you've heard of this. We've talked about this happening in other places, but it's happened here. So, police say they have arrested 2 people for allegedly flying drugs into the Napanee prison. So,
oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Provincial police say they were contacted on October 26th, so it took a while for everything to get through to the news. After a drone dropped off a package at the Quinte Region Detention Center, correctional staff seized a quantity of illicit drugs, but police say inmates did get some of the items. The OPP say they arrested 2 people from Kingston in the city last Friday. They also seized drugs, a drone, cash, ammo, and scales at the time of the arrest. So, hey, man, you got to weigh it all.
Well, wait a minute. Like, what kind of scales are we talking about? Like dragon scales? Are we talking like
no scales, like weight scales? It's like
why the fuck are they flying in scales? Maybe this
maybe
is
maybe you should use those scales to weigh your actions, you 2 idiots.
Right. Already weighed these.
Both accused are facing drug and weapon charges, and they will be in court in the new year on January 12th.
So. All right. Good old local crime.
Good old local crime.
Jesus. All right.
Drone warfare, man.
Yeah. So I've got some news from across the pond, which is sometimes really fun for me to go through, especially because sometimes you have to translate it, right? I mean, this is like British newspapers and sometimes Scottish newspapers, and they've got some of their own terminology. But the title of this one was just right up your alley. Pilot uses jet to draw penis in the sky in support of masturbating footballer.
Yep. Right. That's sweet.
All right.
That's sweet. I got to know the how do you support, like, why? I need more info.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have to see the flight pattern. It's absolutely hilarious, but they basically drew exactly how you would imagine as a kid of drawing like balls and a dick
with like just the lines, like the one line at the top. Yeah. Oh, they didn't get creative. They didn't put a big vein in it or
no. Well, so it seems like maybe flying that with a plane and leaving chemtrails behind, first of all, is one bad thing, but then to create an obscene penis in the sky was another. So basically this said the 2 pilots were under investigation for allegedly maneuvering their passenger jet through the air so that it drew the shape of a penis in the sky. The phallic-like turns were captured on the flight tracking software, where apparently the bizarre act of solidarity for Russian's football team captain. Apparently, he was in the news for a video that had been hacked from his phone. Of course, yeah, you can imagine where that was going.
Never thought to film that.
Yeah. I know. I'm assuming this is, when people say don't send dick pics, he was sending a lot more than a dick pic. So,
Jesus.
yeah. So it's just a really funny article about how these two pilots went off the flight pattern, created this thing, and it's actually for using a jet. It's quite creative. I gotta
Super well done.
yeah, right. It's not bad. I mean, I think it's kind of like as if a child drew it, but
Would you suck it?
no.
No. Thought
You
I'd
just go
catch you
you
off
just
guard
take things
there.
in just like a completely different direction sometimes. We just can't enjoy the possibility
We
of a
can't.
jet
Now
driving
you know how
through the
my
sky,
family feels.
right? Like, how does your family put up with you day in and day out?
We can't have nice moments.
You're clearly your family has no filters. It's a good
Uh,
thing that this show is rated explicit.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, I
Oh
don't
man, that's
control that
good.
article anymore.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I'll talk
Um,
about
this one's really cool. So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the article kind of describes the video, but
that.
a
Alright.
tongue-in-cheek video has gone viral, urging young Germans to do their patriotic duty in the war against coronavirus by just staying at home. Have you seen this yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's garnered quite a bit of traffic, so I'm sure you'll come across it. But
Okay.
it features an elderly man looking back to 2020 when he was just 22, and he had to give up partying and meeting girls and drinking with friends.
Alright.
And so here's some quotes. When the invisible danger threatened everything we held dear, we summoned all of our courage and did what was expected of us. The only right thing, he says, and then the stirring music swells. Nothing. And then he basically the music scratches and then it shows him like laying on the couch,
Yeah.
and then he's like narrating like, oh man, we had to sit on our arses all day, and there's like flames in his eyes like war, but it's just him watching TV and it's reflecting in his eyes.
That's really funny.
So anyways, it's really well done, and I can see why it's gone viral. But if you get a chance, watch it, because
Yeah.
it made me laugh out loud when I watched it. So
I'm totally gonna have to check that out. That
yeah.
sounds really, really funny. So I normally would try to kind of push in multiple articles, but I came across actually some other news that I think was kind of noteworthy for 2020, and so I'd like to kind of touch base on those. And I got a little bit of tech news today. So if you have another news article and you want to kind of push that through, you can go for it. If not, I'd really like to try to jump into these other segments.
Yeah. This I can make this one. I can shorten this one down even. So
Okay.
if we have a
Yep.
longer show, so
Go for it.
we'll just talk about it because there's an article too. But have you heard about this cat poop coffee?
No.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
about a cat crapping in coffee or
No. Okay. So it's like a whole thing, but wait till you hear like the details. Okay.
I know there's coffee made from like other animals that eat these berries and then they crap them out and then they sell them at extremely ridiculously expensive prices.
So it's kind of like that. So
Okay.
this new thing is called Kopi Luwak is what they're calling it. It's like
Okay.
it's Chinese.
Oh,
This has been done in China.
yep.
It's basically it's a super high commodity apparently among Java enthusiasts over there.
Yeah.
And so they use these like specific
As
cats.
good as coffee from the penis of an animal. All right, sorry. Yeah.
Apparently they're called palm civets. These
Okay.
special cats, and they're known to be like probably one of the most pickiest eating animals on the entire planet.
All right.
So they eat the best parts. They only eat the best parts of the coffee plant in their diet, and then they excrete, and then they use that to basically make the magic happen. So only 800 kilograms of this stuff is created every year,
Okay.
and it costs about $4 a gram. So one cup of coffee is about $99.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So eat that, Starbucks.
All right. So let's back it up here for a second.
No pun intended.
So a cat eats the coffee plant or the select areas of the coffee plant and
Mhm.
digests it, shits it out. Now, first step, who thought about following the cat around to discover what's in his shit? Or did the person say, "Holy crap, that cat's eating a lot of coffee. I gotta check his shit out later." Or let's go even further to be like, was someone walking along or even in their house going, "Wow, this smells like a really good cup of fresh brewed coffee. What is that?"
That actually
The
might
person's
be
like,
the
"I don't know
way.
what the fuck it is." Like, maybe the cat's shit, like it's been crapping all day.
Matt, why
Or
do you keep following me around every time I eat pizza?
right? You know? Right?
Mm.
So I just for someone to then say, "Holy," let's say even you come across the fact that maybe there was a rare coffee bean in your cat's turd, okay? Someone still had to have the idea to break apart the poop, sift out the coffee beans,
And brew it.
roast it, and then brew it.
Yep.
So when you roast it, does it just smell like cat shit?
Well, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, and it's like,
Because according to roasting,
wouldn't you just skip the middleman and just roast the best parts of the coffee bean?
yeah, right? I mean, I used to, work next door to a coffee roasting factory, and it is not a pleasant smell. Let me tell you, when they roast coffee, it's like chemical warfare. It'll
Really?
make your eyes burn. It is not a nice smell. Very, very rarely do they come across a bean that actually smells really good when it's roasted. So a lot of it's very chemical smelling, and, yeah, like, I mean, I can only describe it like is if you've ever smelt mace, even like if it's never been sprayed at you, but you've smelt it after the fact, and it still kind of
Oh,
makes
I've
your
been maced a
eyes
few
well
times,
up.
yeah.
I don't want to know. Maybe it's just
Oh, it's like that? Oh,
one
okay.
of your
Alright.
things. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a very pleasant thing. So then to basically have to dig through your cat's crap and then you to, so it's you're going to be the first one to eat shit coffee, and then
Yep.
it turns out to be amazing. Like I don't know if it's worth the risk. I don't know. I
That's what I'm
don't think I
saying,
would.
I was like
No.
I was thinking about it, I'm like, I love coffee, not gonna lie,
Yeah, me too.
but I don't think I would try that.
No. I don't know if I mean, I think if someone gave me a cup of coffee and said, "Oh my god, this is the best cup of coffee in the world," I drank it, and then someone then later revealed to me that it was made from an animal's ass. Okay, maybe I would have been like, "Well, no harm, no foul. I haven't died yet. I already drank it." But
Yeah, yeah.
um, I don't know if I would ever and then to turn around and pay $99 for a cup of coffee. Don't get me wrong, I love coffee, but I am not gonna pay $100 for a cup of coffee. Like,
No.
this better have been pressed between, like,
You
I don't
drink it and get 3 wishes.
right? Yeah, like, he better have pressed this out his ass for me to pay 100
Yeah.
bucks for it, you know? Or you get, like, a celebrity who has personally ground this cup of coffee and served it to you. I don't know. I don't yeah, I don't know. That is a weird thing, and I am probably no smarter for having known it, but thanks.
Well, if you ever see, vegan porn stars, bring their own coffee brands, be careful.
I feel like this is a thing, Matt. Is this a thing for you? I like how you just sent
I'm
it out
not saying it
specifically
does
vegan porn
exist.
stars. Oh
Uh,
my god. Alright. So, we're gonna move on to the next
alright.
section, and so this is a little bit different for the show, but I came across some really interesting things, and because 2020 was a very, very strange year for us, let's go over some very odd things that have happened throughout the year. One of which is the most used passwords of 2020. And these are absolutely horrible passwords. So you and I could both appreciate this, having been in the the cyber end of IT and
Yep.
knowing how important strong passwords are. And then every once in a while, how I don't know if you've ever created something for your kids and you create a password and you just throw a random set of like 1 2 3 4 5 as a number, right? And you're just thinking because this is the only way my kid's going to know how to get into it, and it's just a lock screen on an iPod or something.
Mhm.
So the the most used passwords of 2020. Now, I'm going to read this list out. And the funny thing is, for this to be the most used, it's because like hundreds. to thousands of people have actually
Oh yeah.
used these numbers. Okay. The number one most used password is 123456.
Most apps won't even let you use that
I
anymore.
know, right? And it's so funny that I mean, I don't know if this is just like, you locked your computer or what it was, but it is followed up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Why not?
The third one
Oh, I
is
need 3 more characters.
right, yeah, yeah, exactly. I think that's what's happened. They're like, you can
This
no
will
longer
make it
use 6
complex.
digits. You now have to use 9 digits.
Oh god.
Then the third popular one was picture one. So
I've actually never heard that one.
one. Yeah, neither have I.
Huh.
You can imagine with the fourth, which I actually thought would have been like maybe number two, password.
Yeah, it's still
The
up
password
there.
is password. Yep. The number five. So the fifth top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just one shy
Yeah,
of
Jesus,
number two.
password beat that out.
Number six is 111111. Then because obviously someone had to reset their password at some point, it is, and you couldn't use the same one, so it is now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then they still probably had to do it once again, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is ABC 123 on there?
No, it is not. The
Wow,
next one
that was like a number
that was
1 at
really
one point.
popular. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really popular. That's when you had to the first time when they started having to make it alphanumeric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course the ninth one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So
Oh
they
my
just took their
gosh.
finger and swiped it across the top of the email. And then there's number 10, and this one blew my mind that it's such a bizarre one, and yet clearly a lot of people have used it. It's Senha. Senha.
Must be
It must
must
mean
mean
something,
something.
right? It must mean something in either
I'll
another
look it
language
up.
or anything. So yeah, someone's got to look that up and do a little fact checking for us because that is a very obscure one that so many people or hundreds or thousands of people have actually used, and that would be considered a ridiculous
Oh
password.
my gosh.
It doesn't mean password in another language, does it?
It does.
Ah, of course it does. Of course. Oh, geez. What language was it?
um, it there's a couple. It said Portuguese English, but
Okay. Sanha.
just looking it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it says Old Portuguese is it's a Latin root, so I guess it's
Okay.
used in multiple languages.
Yeah.
Meaning,
For password.
yeah, very very similar things.
That's hilarious.
So that is really funny.
Yeah. All right. So I've got more, but what else have you got today?
Well, I have a couple topics that I wanted to talk about. So
Right.
if you want to do like top lists or whatever, we can do that, and then
Okay.
we can jump into topics.
Let's finish the top list because some of
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things
yeah.
are
Let's
really
do the
funny,
top list.
and especially the next part I've saved. But so before we get to that one, let's go through the top 16 strangest baby names of all time.
All right, let's do it.
All right. And there's always some really, really weird ones, but believe it or not, the number one top name for weird names is X, then the AE, like you would write Caesar back in the old days, AE.
Yeah.
How do you know the A and the E is joined together? Then A dash XII. Believe it or not, this is actually Elon Musk and his girlfriend Grimes.
Okay, okay, okay. I knew that would be up there. I remember hearing that he named his kid something crazy.
Yeah, and
How do you
honestly,
pronounce it? Did you look that up?
it does not say how to pronounce it. Everyone else does, but this one did not. So I don't know if it was like, is it some form of Roman numerals or I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking when they did this.
Zaya 12.
Is that what it means, Zaya? Okay, I didn't know
Think
because
so.
spacing on it if that was okay. Zaya 12, interesting. The next one, and I love this one, and at the same time, I want to punch the parents who did this. It is ABCDE.
Why?
Yes, because it's pronounced absidy. ABCDE, pronounced Absidy. Right? Now,
uh,
you would have thought 2020 has taught us something over the years, but clearly for these parents, it did not. So they named their twins COVID.
no,
COVID. Yeah. Sorry,
no.
one of the twins. One of the twins was COVID. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The next one was named Corona.
No. Corona and COVID.
Corona and COVID. And
That is so bad.
so it's really funny because the follow-up baby name to that is Sanitizer.
No. Like these poor kids,
Yeah,
man.
right? Yeah. So you're gonna especially love this next baby name. It is version 2.0. So the child's name was his full name was John, Jon, version 2.0.
I love that one
I
actually.
knew you would. I could see you naming if you all of a sudden you had a mystery third child that you'd name him something like Matt 2.0.
I'd name my kid Virgin 2.0.
You're right. The next name is Binks.
Binks?
Binx. Binks.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate that
right?
name. I don't know why.
It's really weird. It's very oh my god. This one again, I think people have been on their computers too much. This one is Shelly. However, the S has been replaced with a dollar sign. So
Can
dollar
you even
Helly.
do that legally?
Apparently you can.
I'm gonna name my next kid with Microsoft Wingdings.
Right. Oh my god. There's another couple who named their child Facebook in honor of their meeting over social network.
That's fucking terrible.
Yes. Yeah. Here's another cute little one. The name is Portabella, as in the mushroom.
He's a real fun guy.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this one. I think it's right up there with naming your child after an internet company. It is FIFA, as in the soccer company, FIFA.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what was the one we had last week? Wi-Fi us and
oh shoot,
Wi-Fi or
Wi-Fi or something. Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
it was weird. Here you go. This baby's name was Heart Eyes Emoji. Heart Eyes
Emoji. Like spelled out?
Spelled out HERTEYESEMOJI. Heart Eyes Emoji.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
They're
you know
brutal.
What? Just kill your child now. I don't know why you would do this. What else did I find? Oh, here we go. This one was really weird. But I'm assuming this is it's actually possibly of a different dialect. The name is capital K, capital V, IIILYN, and it's pronounced
Caitlin.
Yeah,
because Roman numerals for 8.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even see it, but you're right, Caitlin. Idiots.
What a terrible way to do that.
Well, we got a couple left, and this one, here you go. Baby's name is hashtag. You might as well be a pot smoker right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've got the baby like. Just like. You'll either like it or not. And the last of the most ridiculous names this year, of course, is Google. The name was Oliver Google Kai.
Oliver Google Kai?
I feel like if you say that really fast, you could make something dirty out of it.
Dude, be like, I would do funny things like that child. I would do funny things. And then I would be like, my catchphrase would be like, just Google it.
Right? I Googled all over their Facebook. It was twittering so hard.
That could be Googled 2 people
on the Facebook.
Oh man, that's great.
All right. So the next little top thing I have for you, and Matt, you're gonna love this. And everybody, if you're out there listening on this one, let me tell you, hang in there because I have got a doozy of the stupidest headlines of 2020. Are you
Ooh,
ready?
this could be good.
And I'm just gonna read the headlines. I won't get into the articles.
Did any of them make our news?
Not that I have
Oh,
come across. A lot of them seem to be down in the US.
okay. Because
So,
yeah, okay.
number one, homicide victims rarely talk to police. Yes. Number two, we hate math, says 4 in 10, a majority of Americans. But yeah, I can see why you hate math on that one. Number three, breathing oxygen is linked to staying alive. Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah. Number four, statistics show that teen pregnancies drop off significantly after age 25. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That one's really good.
Number five, marijuana issue sent to a joint committee. Oh God. Okay. Number six, China may be using sea to hide its submarines.
No
I remember
shit.
reading that. That wasn't that long ago, actually. Number seven, federal agents raid gun shop. They find weapons.
No shit.
Here's something where okay. This one's a little bit sad. Clearly is someone digging up some old dirt, and it is Diana is still alive hours before she died. Well, that was an obvious one.
No shit.
Yeah. Next one, number 9. Man kills himself and runs away.
What?
What? Number 10. A nuclear explosion would be a disaster. My God. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting paid for this one. So, this one I think you had to see, but number 11 is think of a headline, 56-point bold headline. But it was written in 56-point bold.
Like the default text.
Yeah, exactly. Number 10, World Bank says poor need more money. Yes, they do.
No. Maybe they can borrow it?
Right? I have gym money. I don't have a lot. I keep it in a jar on top of my fridge. Good old Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Oh, hey, we got a comment while we're going through these. We've got Beth. I've always hated when people name their kid after seasons, autumn, summer. It's true. Or apple, or leaf, or rain, or yeah, celebrities are fantastic at coming up with some of the craziest names.
Yep.
Number 13, bugs flying around with wings are flying bugs. So wrong. This headline, I don't even know how to read. I think it was probably a cat on a keyboard. FHG, FHG, DF, 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 FFG, AFG, FG, FFG, FG, 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 FG.
Yep.
That was the headline.
That's when you smash the middle of your keyboard.
Yeah, right? And yeah. So, and the funny thing is because the first line of it says under pressure, high boss, fat fingered, believes yeah, it's really it goes well. It goes well. Number 15, one armed man applauds the kindness of strangers. If a tree falls in the woods, what's the sound of one hand clapping? Number 16, Tiger Woods plays with his own balls, Nike says.
That one's good too.
Fair enough. Number 17, man arrested for everything. Everything.
I wonder how much time he got.
Right. Number 18, bridges help people cross rivers. Thank you. Number 19, girls' schools still offer something special. Head.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They probably should have left the quote on who said that.
Yeah.
Mississippi's literacy program shows improvement.
Aww.
Aww.
Yes.
I'm I'm sorry. Actually, I should have maybe read that more correctly. They misspelled Mississippi. It's Mississippi's. They missed the extra set of S's.
That's funny because
That's
I
even
think
funnier.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's even funnier. Let's see. Bear with me here. Oh, I clicked the article and now something else is opening up. Oh,
Mr.
right.
Honey.
Matt interludes with the classic throwbacks from the 90s.
Me love you long time.
Okay. All right. Let me just click that. Oh, of course, it's being super fun right now.
I've had the time of my life.
Oh, yeah, this article really seems to hate me for some reason.
Tony crashed his computer.
Number 21, Northfield plans to plan strategic plan.
What? You said that really fast.
Northfield plans to plan strategic plan.
Oh, dude, that sounds like a lot of companies.
Now, this is one of my favorite ones. As being a graphic designer in the past, yeah, font is extremely important, and this one, of course, is no different. This one basically has a picture of a slice of grapefruit, but it's not done really well, so the title just reads "Grapefruit," thinking that the slice would form a G, but it doesn't. It just looks like someone's put a slice of grapefruit next to grapefruit. Okay. Rooms with broken air conditioners are hot. And I don't think they mean exciting or well sought after.
That's the first thing I ask for when I call Airbnb.
Right? Boy Scouts to accept gay boys.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The state population to double by 2040. Babies to blame. Republicans turn off by size of Obama's package.
What?
Yeah. Good for you, Obama. Number 27, world in brief.
Packing the heat.
Greenland meteorite maybe from space. Thank God. 28, survey finds fewer deer after hunt.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it works. 29, barbershop singers bring joy to school for the deaf. Aw. Someone planned that one out really well. Number 30, women missing since she got lost. Number 31, most earthquake damage is caused by shaking. Number 32, homeless survive winter. Now what?
That was good.
Students cook and serve grandparents. Punctuation.
Oh, God.
That got dark really quick.
A comma is important.
Right. Diane Shirley's cooking with us. Hey! Glad to be on the menu tonight. Where were we here?
Tony, are you trying to seduce my grandma?
Well, Matt, you have wonderful genes that run through. Number 34, woman in sumo wrestling suit assaulted her ex-girlfriend in gay pub after she waved at man dressed as a Snickers bar.
That's outrageous.
That's a lot of a headline. It takes up half the paper.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Number 35, scientists to kill ducks to see why they're dying. Oh, scientists. Science isn't a perfect
for science. For science.
Yes. Number 36, miracle cure kills fifth patient. Number 36, yellow object spotted in sky.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
What is this?
Ah. Oh, you're gonna love this one. Number 38. Was bank robber a he or she? Breasts might be a clue. Oh. Number 39. Prisoners serving 2,000 years sentence could face more time. My God, that guy's
Dude, I ain't getting out of here for like 2010 years.
Oh my God. That's just adding
Jesus.
insult to injury. Number 40. Man found dead in graveyard. Well, at least he's in the right spot.
Just visiting.
All right.
Oh, dude.
Oh
Some
my
of those
God.
were really good.
Thank God for 2020. You really made
Yep.
my year.
Oh, dude. Speaking of 2020 news, have you seen the poor excuse for a Rockefeller Christmas tree that they put up?
No, I haven't this year.
Oh, dude, when you get a chance, look it up. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's perfect for
I bet.
2020, man.
Oh, jeez. Is it like a
Yeah.
Charlie Brown tree?
It
Is
looks like it's been through some
a
shit.
lot of sad sack stuff. Hey Beth, don't worry about it. Just keep posting. They'll come through. Well, we're always know where you're at. So, or at least we know where we're at. So,
I don't know where I'm at.
yeah, that's really unfortunate, right? Because that's like one of the things I think has always been a bucket list is to try to be down in Rockefeller Square.
Yeah, it is actually on my list of shit
Yeah,
to do.
and it's one of those things that's always gorgeous because they use it in like every Christmas movie, right? You'll always see that tree, and it looks amazing. You're thinking, oh, this would be really really cool. And I was actually down there. Oh, I guess it would have been a couple summers now.
Yeah,
Down in the New
I
York
remember.
area, and it was in the summer though. And we went to Rockefeller Square because there's a Lego store that's not that far from it, as well as FAO Schwartz. And of course, the kids wanted to go through there, and all I could think of was like, I'm here at the wrong time of year because I would really like
Yeah.
to see that tree lighting ceremony. But
Yeah, man.
apparently I'm gonna have to look it up because it's not so impressive this year.
Well, it's at least it's shitty when we can't travel.
Yes.
Then,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be really, really good next year.
Yeah. It's clearly a good
And no
year.
COVID?
Yeah. Let's hope. Knock on wood.
Vaccine?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that.
Imagine these guys, like
Remember Miracle
the
Cure?
guys that invented the boner pill, then cure corona. Like, what can't they do?
That'd be amazing.
Like, first the boner, now corona?
Yeah, I got it. It's not the same pill, is it? Pull
That's
the blood away. It cures things.
that's a side effect of the new corona vaccine. Everybody's gonna be walking around with raging boners.
Raging boners.
That was
Oh,
that was the trick all along.
Who would have known? All right, so let's jump into a little bit of tech news today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tech stuff. So this seems to be, 2020, if anything, has at least put us into a stage where we have had to rely on technology. And because of that, I think there's been some really interesting kind of jumps that have been happening because, the companies have realized that, hey, people have to stay at home.
Yep.
So let's start making better cameras and let's start making more interactive things such as games. And my articles, of course, are into the interactive VR gaming industry. So
Cool.
yeah, and I'm going to start off with this one because I think you're really going to love this. Um, Warhammer 4000 has been announced for VR. In fact,
Ooh.
Oculus has announced Warhammer 4000, which is Sisters. And if you see this game, it is everything a first-person shooter is in VR. Like it's exactly like if you looked at Chaos Bane, but you're using guns and it's high-tech weaponry and stuff.
Okay,
And
that's cool.
you're gonna love this. So you got to check out the trailer on it.
I
It's
will.
I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking the graphics look so good. Clearly, you can see maybe a little bit of what it's like in VR trying to aim with your hands. Sometimes
Yeah, it's a little shaky.
clean. Yeah. So you can see obviously the person who's playing in the live demo, a little bit of that shakiness where they're trying to aim the gun, but the graphics look fantastic. Clearly it's in, that complete 360 immersion. It's crazy. You're gonna blow your mind when you see it. So
I gotta check that out, man, because there are some VR titles out there that are absolute masterpieces. I have to say, I don't think we've talked about VR too much, but
oh,
the first time that I ever played VR
mhm.
gave me the same feeling when I got my first Nintendo.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I mean? That just like,
exactly. Pure
ex-
excitement
yeah.
and awe and almost wonder because I mean, if you think about when like that first Nintendo came out, and you're playing with the characters. Somehow those 8-bit graphics looked mind-boggling. You're like, oh my god, look how real this looks. And then you see what today's graphics can produce, and
Oh
it's so
man.
funny because when kids started playing Minecraft and going back to that 8-bit graphic, like in my head, I just couldn't go backwards. I just can't play 8-bit games after having lived through the complete change and shape of computer graphics, right?
Oh,
So
totally,
going
man.
backwards is so hard for me to look at.
I always told Ashley that the next house is it's going to be a little more open concept because we think we're going to go for a bungalow,
Okay.
and I wanted to have a room in the rec room strictly for VR. You know what I mean? So I would have I would run cable, from I'd have the office and then the VR room beside it.
Mhm.
And then that way I'd run the cables for the headset to be powered by the PC in the other room.
Okay.
And that way you just have a perfectly open kind of, even if it's 8x8 or 10x10 play
Yeah.
space, all
Are
right,
you
just
gonna
for
get that
VR.
that curved treadmill thing that you can walk on?
Yeah, the omnidirectional
Yeah.
treadmill, man, like that would be fantastic. And I
Yeah.
think it would be such a blast, but I
There's
love it. And
also now someone who has created a haptic feedback suit that looks like almost like a sweatshirt and a pair of sweatpants. Like it's
yep,
very cozy, but it ties in with Oculus so that when you get shot, you're gonna feel it in the shoulder or the
that's
gut
so cool.
punched, or if you feel a knife swipe, you'll actually feel it dragging down your chest. So there's some really cool things if you want to get fully immersed in technology. I mean, you're at home anyways because of COVID, so you might as well start planning for it now.
Oh, totally. And I have to say, like anybody, if you have an opportunity to try VR or maybe even buy something VR, I have to say the experience is worth usually the entry price.
Yeah.
There's a few games out there where, if you spend a couple $100 on a system, you would easily make up for that in time playing. Like Beat Saber alone, you can
Yeah.
play that for hours and hours and hours, and it's great exercise.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's I think what they're saying nowadays is the hidden exercise regime in some of these games. They get you working out without even you realizing
oh,
you're working
dude,
out,
I've
right?
played Beat Saber on like hard before, and I'm
Yeah.
sweating.
Yes. Yeah. I played there's one where you're basically um it's kind of like a bicubic graphic, but except for when you're shot, if you move, the everything moves when you move. So if you stay still with
Oh,
the
super
camera,
hot.
yeah, super hot. And my god, the
Yeah,
workout of like bending backwards and arcing your body to bullet time
it's
and
like
like
yoga.
Neo or Matrix. Yeah, it's like a total yoga workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beth, you're right. The way seeing graphics, yeah, Reboot. That was a fantastic show. In fact, if anybody has actually heard, apparently Reboot is coming back.
I heard about that, man. I hope they have the original like Bob, Enzo, Dot. Like I hope they
I
don't,
hope so as well.
you know
Yeah,
what I
make,
mean?
make Bob old if you want. Maybe take over and have Enzo if he's going to be the main character, but at least make sure they're in it.
Well, they did show like later on in the seasons, they did show grown up Enzo, right?
That's right. Yeah, he
Right.
was
He had the kind
like
of
shaven long
stubble
hair,
and
stubble. Yeah, kind of looked like
yeah.
your head on the Hulk body.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Accurate.
Yep. So
So
yeah,
yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll check out that Warhammer thing like right after we're done because that sounds really
yeah,
interesting.
it looks really good. Let me tell you, if it is co-op, I will be playing that one with you.
Have you had a chance to try the Quest 2 yet?
No, no. Is it significantly improved
A
or?
little birdie says that maybe if you come over after the 25th, you might be able to.
Oh,
So
goodness.
I've heard really good things about it so far.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. There
So
might be a Christmas visit in the plan to check it out. And then, of course, I'll be envious of your new system over my
yeah.
old.
um
But no,
yeah, so I'll jump into my stuff then.
yep.
So two things. So obviously the PlayStation 5 and unless you've been living under a rock, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X have launched.
Yes.
Most people didn't get one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
apparently has been crazy. So I wasn't actually I just thought of this story now, so I'm going to tell it first, but I was reading an article last night actually about what's happening is people are scalping the systems on Kijiji.
Yes.
And so
Personally, I've seen this.
yeah, and people are scheduling meetings, beating the shit out of the scalpers and taking their going to their home, beating the shit out of them and stealing the console.
Okay.
So the OPP actually issued a warning saying people who are trying to do this, if you want to do something that shady, something shady could happen to you.
Well, and see, this is the catch, right? I don't find that buying the system early and jacking up the price is a shady thing. It's a shitty thing, but I don't think it's a shady thing, right?
I think it is, man. You're depriving some kid that's not going to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for so many people out there, this is what every holiday is like. What's the newest, hottest commodity? People buy two, they keep one for themselves, they make the money back, then some by selling the second system. Yeah, it's totally shitty. I mean, scalpers have been doing it for years, right? But it's not illegal. It's just a dirt bag thing to do to people who, of course, wanted to buy one and have one for themselves. Now, do I agree that people should be getting the living crap kicked out of them and having the system taken? No, but I do find a little bit of poetic justice in it.
It's called karma.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that sucks. I read that article actually. I think when I jumped on Kijiji, I was looking for a chainsaw to deal with some wood that has fallen in my backyard. And in fact, it was like a 40-foot tree with a windstorm recently. So I've been spending days chainsawing, and I was looking for a bigger chainsaw. And
you hear that, Kelly? Tony's got too much wood. You're gonna have to take care of that.
I've always got a lot of wood. Now I've got even more wood. My backyard is full of my wood. So, but there's just so much.
The neighborhood kids tried to help me with it, and it's not doing the job.
Right. I got so much.
Wait, what?
Right. Oh goodness. Apparently Kelly has definitely seen it. Oh, she wants me to come home now. The fun thing about, of course, getting that done is when I jumped on Kijiji, I instantly saw that warning had popped up by OPP, and that's where I was going with that. So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, I think it's a shitty thing. So I agree. I don't think getting a beating over it is necessarily appropriate, but
yeah,
I guess karma comes in different forms. So
100%.
So I'll touch on PS5. People who did get the PS5, disable rest mode, because apparently it is bricking consoles until there's some type of a firmware update.
That's not good. That's not good, because I actually live in rest mode.
Me too.
PS4, right? Because
me too.
It's always updating in the background. Your controllers are always charged. So yeah, that's not good. The fact, you know what? This is another reason why I generally don't like buying systems on launches, especially with Sony, because there's always a bug. Always.
Yep.
So
So they're saying it's completely patchable, but I don't think there's an ETA. So
it's only patchable if you didn't get your system bricked. In the meantime, you got to wait another 2 years to get a replacement for your system.
And that's the other thing too. It's like, good luck getting your replacement console after it's been bricked, prior to January 1st. So
it's for sure.
It's unfortunate, but
it's going to be a very unhappy Christmas for some kids out there.
And then my other piece of news. So this is funny. So there's this Twitter post about this guy whose Xbox Series X was smoking. It was looked like it was like smoke was coming right out of it. And the Xbox for that region, I forget what country it was, maybe Poland, got he immediately they reached out to this guy immediately and said, well, we're going to get in contact with you. This should not have happened, and blah blah blah. Turns out that the idiot vaped into it, and because it's because it's built like a smokestack, right? Like
Yeah.
the cooling system, it
Yeah.
sucked it out of the top, right? And so they issued a statement like, "Don't vape into your consoles, guys." You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
So
yeah.
stupid.
So, but a lot of people saw that image. Like, I think the image, like 100,000 or more people saw it. So, what are they going to
Really?
think, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah, just to reaffirm there, Kelly, the PS5 apparently is bricking if you put it into safe mode. So that really sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I find it so funny with vaping, and it's always funny because you're driving down the road, you can see the vapors ahead of you, right? Because there's an abnormally large amount of smoke that comes out of the window at a time.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they still prove it's not good for your body, so why would you blow it into your electronics?
Well, it's just like, I think people thought truly because, and I think the person had this intention was to act like it was actually on fire.
To give it
You know
to
what I
give it a
mean?
hard time, give the company a bad name or something. You
Yeah.
know what? And that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a bunch of people saying, "Oh, I was a PC or a PS5 fanboy," and
Totally.
make it look bad, right?
Why is there a whole bunch of PlayStation posters in the background?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
uh,
So, the last article, or the thing I had that I wanted to talk about before we finish for the evening, of course, is, the okay, back into the VR for a second. Of course, the all the rage nowadays is that massive online multiplayer or kind of war zone game. Where the ring kind of closes in, everybody gets closer and closer and have to kill each other. Of course, the Population One came out for VR, which is their version of it, and it's quite interesting because unlike a lot of the other ones where you just kind of parachute in and you grab your supplies and you run around, you have the ability to like the world is your playground. Like you can literally climb towers or buildings. Anything that stands upright, you can grab on and start climbing up it.
oh,
So it gives
cool.
you all the highest vantage points for sniping. You've got, I think that they're right now they're limited. I think you can only have something like 18 players or something like that, or 16 to three. I think is the maximum you can do right now. But they're planning on pushing that larger. And I thought it was kind of a cool concept because it is all the rage right now, having this style of gameplay, and to now move that into an open sandbox for VR and to just make the world your playground. That's kind of cool. Now I have seen
Yeah.
the graphics; they're not quite up there. They're definitely nothing like Warhammer 4000, but it looks cool. I feel like once they start getting some better texture maps and stuff like that, it would be really really neat. So
Cool, man.
fine
I'll
with
have to
that.
check that out too. I mean, battle royale games are they're the hottest games right now. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
I definitely will check that out too.
Yeah,
Sounds cool.
cool.
So
Did you have anything else before we say goodnight to everybody?
no, man, I think that covers most things, and anything else I can say for another time.
Wonderful. Well, you know what? As always, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's always wonderful to have the listener interaction. Make sure that you try to share this out to everybody. And for our listeners on the road who are listening to this after the fact, we'll make sure that we post up any links on our Facebook page. So go over there, click like, follow us, and stay tuned for our next show where our special guest is going to be Matty G. You're going to get to know a little bit more about Matty G that, of course, we've kind of kept secret, I think, this whole time of being on the show. People don't know Matty G's amazing talents, and I really feel like there's going to be a bit of a showcase so you can get to know him a little bit better and all the amazing things that I know. And one of the reasons why he is who he is and why he's on the show. He's quite a talented individual. He's a very modest person, despite his lack of filter. And it's really cool. So I'm looking forward to sharing that. So if anybody's listening right now, make sure that you come back next week around this same time as we are going to showcase Matty G and some of his work.
Cool.
Excellent. Well, my
All
friend,
right.
wonderful to see you. And until next week,
Have a good night.
take care, everybody.
Bye.